Hello everyone and welcome back to the Comics and Crypto podcast. Before we get started, please remember none of this is financial advice, but for entertainment purposes only. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and hit that notification button so you can stay up to date on all of our content. We will be discussing speculative content in this video that some would consider MCU spoilers, so no hard feelings if you need to run. There are 3 ways to assess an investment. Is it a Holy Grail book, a key book, or a spec book? Whether you are buying comics in physical or digital format, knowing the difference between these 3 types of comic books will help you make the best decision for your investments and collection. A Holy Grail, or Grail book, is a comic that collectors dream about having in their collection. Grail books typically contain at least one of the following: a first appearance of a popular character, or is a first issue of the comic book series. Also, Grail comics are scarce, very expensive, and extremely popular, with prices ranging from thousands to millions of dollars depending on the grade of the comic. Grail books in their highest grade typically have a floor price of at least $500,000. Examples of Grail books include Action Comics #1, first appearance of Superman; Batman #1, first solo series of Batman with first appearances of the Joker and Catwoman; Amazing Fantasy 15, first appearance of Spider-Man; X-Men #1, first appearance of the X-Men, Professor X, and Magneto; and Fantastic Four #1, first appearance of the Fantastic Four. Each of these books are incredibly scarce, extremely expensive, and very popular. Key books have identical characteristics of a Grail book, such as first appearances of popular characters or is a first edition of the comic book series. However, what separates key books from Grail books are key books are more accessible and affordable, with prices ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on the grade of the comic. Key books in their highest grade typically have a floor price of under $500,000. Examples of these books are Fantastic Four 52, first appearance of the Black Panther; Incredible Hulk 181, first appearance of Wolverine; Moon Knight #1, Moon Knight's first solo series, a character coming to Disney+; Ultimate Fallout #4, first appearance of Miles Morales; and Something is Killing the Children #1, a show coming to Netflix. Spec books are comics with first appearance characters or storylines that are speculated to be turned into a film or show, which typically drives up the value of the comic itself. This speculation increases the popularity of the book, and if the speculation comes to fruition, the comic should go up even more in value. When Marvel announced they were going to release a video game for Miles Morales, his FA comic, Ultimate Fallout #4, as a 9.8 graded book, went from around $400 in April of 2020 to $1,000 just a few weeks later. A recent sale, in August of 2021, for a 9.8 graded book has sold on Heritage Auction for $3,840. This comic has almost 10x'd in about 18 months. The power of speculation when it comes to fruition. Another example, Secret Wars creator Jim Shooter has recently come out and said that Disney plans to create a Secret Wars film in the MCU. This source is coming directly from the creator of the Secret Wars comic. Secret Wars 1 was already a key book before this news, but now it's also become a spec book, making it a safe investment with huge potential ROI. Even though this news came out recently, I was lucky enough to meet Jim Shooter in August of 2020 and he told me this information. So what did I do? I loaded up on Secret Wars 1 and Secret Wars 8 comics, both key issues in the entire series. As a 9.8 grade, this book has gone from $250 to a bottom floor price of around $800. You always want to be ahead of speculation. Buy your investment in the blue ocean. When assessing a spec book, there is a wonderful business tactic that I use for proper assessment. This is called blue ocean, red ocean. In the blue ocean, the waters are calm. There is plenty of food in the water and none of the fish are fighting because there is plenty to go around. In the red ocean, there's blood in the water. There's not enough to go around and the fish are fighting over little of what's available. This is how you need to approach your investments. Buy in the blue ocean when the prices are low and sell in the red ocean when the prices are high. So it's not only important to understand speculation, but to also be ahead of speculation to achieve the best ROI. For example, there are strong rumors that the Submariner will be the villain in Wakanda Forever, the sequel to the Black Panther. Once I heard this news, I purchased the Submariner #1, 9.6 graded book, Submariner's first issue of his solo series. About 2 to 3 weeks after my purchase, leaked photos from the Wakanda Forever set showed crew filming in a water tank. With this new information and potential proof, the news of the Submariner being the villain has now gone from speculation to strong possibility. The exact same book I purchased 2 to 3 weeks prior of this photo leak had now 3x'd. Be ahead of the speculation and you will be rewarded. Tips when buying comics. #1, research your investment. It's very important to understand what you are investing in and know the risk reward you are facing. Ask yourself questions like, what do the previous sales look like for this comic? What is the current bottom floor price for this comic? If it's a spec book, are the rumors strong enough for me to make this investment? Stay ahead of speculation. Buy in the blue ocean and sell in the red ocean. Number 2, timing and patience. Having the right amount of money available to make a targeted purchase just as a book becomes available can make the difference between a purchase and a pass. You're waiting for that moment when the right opportunity presents itself, so you can make decisions in the heat of a great opportunity. Remember, when you are buying a comic or approaching speculation, treat this as a business. Maximizing your opportunity means you need to wait until things are favorable for you, not the seller. Number 3, invest only what you're willing to lose. It's essential to have a budget when buying a comic. This means setting aside money for purchasing comics and not exceeding that budget at any time. Investments are always a risk and sometimes can take a while to achieve a return on investment. This could put you in an unfavorable situation. You never want to sell your investment at a loss. Number 4, hodl or celebrate. Sometimes life gets in the way and you need to make tough decisions, which includes selling some or most of your investments at less ideal prices. But always try your best to never give in, especially with the investments you know have the best opportunity for long-term value. You want to celebrate that sale. You want to pop off a bottle of champagne with your family and friends. Anything less in your eyes should be considered a tragedy. So do everything you can to hold on and never settle on a sale. Hodl or celebrate. That should be your goal with your investments. A great website to assess the value of physical comics in each grade is GoCollect.com. This website will tell you the history of past sales from websites like eBay, Comic Link, and Heritage Auction. This will help you evaluate these purchases and inform you on the current value of the book in each grade. It's a great resource to help determine the value of the comic in the physical world, so you can decide on the approach in the digital world as well. Another great website is keycollectorcomics.com. This website will help provide all the information you need on each comic. Are there any key first appearances? Is this a first solo series? This website will inform you. It's also important to know that the interpretation of a Grail and Key book can be subjective. This is our own professional opinion based on years of experience with the comic book community. Please make sure to do your own research on these topics to learn more information. By understanding how to assess collecting comics in the physical world, you will have a much better opportunity for success in the digital world. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us on Twitter at comicsandcrypto. I hope this breakdown helps with your current and future investments. See you soon.